Yo, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. If you caught that YouTube short yesterday, it was a good one. Don't know what happened with Tyler Molly, but the strikeout ladder was there. He had 7 Ks in the fourth inning, so you know he was going for the gusto. He didn't end up hitting his outs because he got hurt. But Clanahan might have got sat early because they was beating the crap out of the Chicago White Sox. So moneyline parlays, run line straights hit there. Didn't I went for his out, so that didn't hit. Either way it go, we got weather concerns here today. Okay, so first and foremost, what you want to do is let's see, Kevin Roth on Twitter. He's a meteorologist that I follow. Okay, so it's for NFL and NBA, MLB. It's definitely beneficial to have him. So you could be following him, and then you can go over. He'll tweet out a link early, like he tweeted this link out early, and it'll give you a rundown on what he thinks is going to happen with the weather early, so you can have a brief look at what's going on. I'm not going to read all these right now, but these color coders doesn't look good. Let's see, the Kansas City Royals in Minnesota. At the end, it just says late start and play is my best guess, but there's some postponed risks. All right, the orange right here, Baltimore and Detroit. We're just too far out to try to nail timing on such a wet day. Decent chance they'll just postpone it early today, and we'll reevaluate if they're being patient. Red to orange, Pittsburgh, Washington. I think it's probably an early PPD. That's what he said at the end. Postponed, and then Atlanta and New York Mets. We'll see if they are trying to warm up or not. Pregame, if there's tarp on the field pregame, it's a postponed. They can late start and play, and I think it's more likely they postpone it much earlier than that. So we got a lot of weather news to check out here. However, I don't have many plays. I'm just gonna touch on a few plays, and I'm gonna get out of here. It's a late upload. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to condense my plays, and trying to get to some spots that I really really like, and that try to cut out a lot of stuff. But I do got more plays though, but I'm not going to touch on a lot of them. Maybe two plays here, maybe three, and a little bit of bats. But let's talk about the Chicago Cubs at Miami Marlins. Here we got an over under 7.5 in this one here. First thing I want to talk about here is the no runs first inning. I don't normally bring guy no run first innings, but here's a game that I really like it for. Why? Um, using the props.cash um, using the props.cash tool, it'll help you. You know what I'm saying? Help you with the stats and things of that nature. You can filter it right now. You see it's at year 2022. I can filter it to 2023, and let's see what we got. Marcus Stroman. All right, the Wade Murphy record up top, 1-0. Overall Murphy record 5-0. No one that means he hasn't allowed any runs in the in the first inning this year yet. All right. Now, the home pitcher, Jesus Luzardo, he's got that stuff too. Uh, home Murphy record 3-0. Overall Murphy record 5-0. So the Murphy implied probability from this team comes out 100%. Why? Because neither one of these pitchers has given up any runs in the first inning. I'm looking to carry that on today. All right, so I got the no runs first inning for the Chicago Cubs game at a minus 142 though. All right. Didn't get a better number than that. Got it at a minus 142. Um, of course, I did, take a few. I did use something to knock the juice down. So I got a couple bankroll builder ideas for you right here that I'm going to bring to you, and I got a straight bet. All right. So first straight bet, first bet here, it's another juicy one. It's Marcus Stroman over 4.5 strikeouts. You can take him up to 5.5 if you like. So heading over here to props.cash to where we see Marcus Stroman. Marcus Stroman has hit this strikeout prop. He's 100% to this number on the season. It's max at 8. This Miami team is striking out the fifth most in the league at 25.3%. So I couldn't talk you off of that. Another secondary play for me. If he on his um, outs here. He's 80% to this, 4 out of 5 on the season, and the numbers look good. WRC plus OBP, all that stuff looks good in favor of him going over and outs. So I couldn't talk you off the outs here. That's a secondary play. All right, you'll get that at minus 183, which is a parlay piece. So I'll probably be looking to parlay that up with something. But straight bets, I'll lay the juice on the 4.5 Ks. All right. Luzardo. His K prop is sitting at 6.5. The Cubs, they are eighth of striking out in left hand batting, pitching. It's possible that he can. It's possible that he can, hit this K prop. But I'm probably just gonna stay off of the Cubs. They do hit lefties well, so that's one thing you could, take a look at. They do hit lefties well. The walks, I don't know. I'll just stick. I'll just stick with the. I'll take the value. I'll take the early value with Marcus Stroman, and I'll stick with Marcus Stroman. I'm not going to force anything, but Luzardo does have that K stuff. Don't be surprised if he comes out here and strikes these Cubs out. All right. Um. So, like I said, bankroll builder. I did two of them. I did take 4 strikeouts for Stroman. I did take 5 strikeouts for Luzardo, and I did take the under 1.5 uh runs in the first inning. Okay, under 1.5 runs in the first inning on PrizePicks. I mean on FanDuel, you get that at a minus 110 right there. All right, 3 leg minus 110. Hey, go out there, get it done for me. Okay. As far as PrizePicks, like I was just, it slipped out my mouth, but here we go. The 5 Ks for Stroman, and then I will be taking the 6 Ks for Luzardo on PrizePicks. Okay, so I'll take that on PrizePicks. Um, yeah. So if you want to take off this under 1.5 innings runs, I would go for my bankroll builder for the Nerfy. I would go with first inning result minus 150, and I would probably take off the 5 strikeouts for Luzardo and just stick with the 4 strikeouts for Stroman. I probably would do that right there at no runs first inning plus 103, four strikeouts for Stroman. If you like the Cubs to win this game, I suggest, hey, maybe just going to a play performance double at 4 strikeouts in the win. You'll get that at plus 125. If you want to take them up to 6, you can get courteous. You can get a 310, 7, you can get a 550, 8, you can get the plus 100, 1,000. I mean, it is what it is, okay? Stroman might come out there dealing. Next game we're going to talk about, of course, no secret here. Um, I'm skipping all the rain games. I did have stuff with the rain games, but I'm just simply going over it. All right. This Texas Rangers, New York Yankees at Texas Rangers. I don't know the status of Judge in this one here, so it's complicated. However, I do know DeGrom is going out there, and I'm willing to take his Ks all the way at least to 10. All right. So DeGrom, heading over here to PrizePicks. Heading over here to props.cash. Something's telling me, keep saying PrizePicks. I may need to go out to PrizePicks and, play a 6 pick or something. Let's see. So let's get over here to DeGrom real fast. And I'm gonna take his 9 strikeouts on the on PrizePicks here, and then on the books, I'm gonna figure out how I want to do it because it's at the end of the day, it's money line parlays and run line straights for me. I'm taking the Rangers 1.5, and then my favorite bat here is going to be Nathaniel Lowe. So real quick, this New York Yankees team, they are first of all, DeGrom is 3 of 5 to this number on the season. These New York Yankees stay striking out the 6th most versus this right hand pitching. And then, like I said, I am looking at Nathaniel Lowe here. Hits all the way up to a home run. Interesting. I always like to point this out here was the the hits, runs, and RBIs. It's sitting at 1.5 at a minus 115. Definitely definitely something that you can look at. He's 60% to this on a season. He's 15 to 25. I like the spot that he's in right now. So it is what it is. I like the spot that he's in. Okay. He's hit this number, like I said, 16 of 15 to 25. So that's really, 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 really good right there. However, even if you're looking at him just to take a hit, and that's probably what I might go to, like just to get a hit. His line is it's 7 minus 250. Of course, it's a parlay piece, but he's 80% to this number on the season, 20 of 25. So that's just that's just one of my favorite bets on this team right now. Okay, that you can look at. All right, so moneyline parlays, run line straights, player performance doubles for DeGrom, all that, even first five, all that's in play. Okay. Next thing, next game I want to talk about here is going to be the it's going to be the now Los Angeles Angels at Milwaukee Brewers here. I got two bats in this one here. Now I went to Renfro last game. I really he was in a good spot, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't get there for me. I'm looking for Renfro again, at least a hit or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So Renfro, let's see. Contreras and some of the other guys, Renfro. Okay, you got to make sure these guys are in the lineup. I like both of these guys to get a hit, at least get a hit. William Contreras and Renfro. Couldn't talk you off that game. This game here it's got an overfill to it. So that Milwaukee game has an overfill to it. Couldn't talk you off the over under 9 in that one. And this Arizona in Colorado Rockies, man. I mean, I got my Arizona hat on. We got an over under 11 in this spot. And I mean, one thing I would say here, if you don't know about Coors, you're gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I would say is Arizona has a 5.7 projected run total, and Colorado has 5.3. We got wind coming in for some reason at 7 to 13 miles per hour. I don't know how much that will affect it. If you guys know if that's going to affect it a lot, just let me know. Say, hey, that wind is not a factor in Coors, or it might affect it, or whatever the case may be. But hey, Chris Bryant, CJ Cron, Elias Diaz, those are my favorite three bats. Make sure they're in the lineup there for the Colorado side. And I got some love here on the Arizona side here. I mean, let me see. Uh-huh. I had some precise numbers over here. Let's see. Um, so Corbin Carroll, he hits righties well and lefties well. Um, he's a 985 OPS versus lefties. Chris Bryant, Kelly, he's giving it up almost 1,000 OPS versus righties. Plus, he's 8 for 19, four singles, three doubles, one triple, no home runs. Okay, so I'm loving Chris Bryant right there. Lourdes Uriel, all right, he's in play. Elias Diaz, he's smashing righties, okay? So he really, really, really hits righties, and Merrill Kelly's giving it up for his righties. Diaz is really, really on the radar, okay? Diaz, all right. Ketel Marte, all right. Kyle Freeland will give it up versus Switch. He is 11 for 34, so he's seen him a lot. He's got one home run, six singles, and four doubles. Christian Walker, all right. Christian Walker is so due for a home run. It's pathetic. Uh, Kyle Freeland will give it up versus righties. He's an OPS 830 versus lefties. He's three singles, one double, and two home runs. So I really, really like Freeland. I mean, Christian Walker there. So it's going to be some guys that's going to hit some home runs that you're not even really, really, paying attention to. CJ Cron, he's 5 for 13 with two singles and three doubles. So Profar, even Evan Longoria, I love him in the spot. He's six singles, two doubles, one triple, and two home runs. Yo, it might pop off in this one. And the reason why I'm reading off a lot of these, even Nick Ahmed, he's two singles, four doubles, and two home runs. Okay, A lot of these guys got a lot of decent history against each other, and you can also, remember I told you guys yesterday to make sure that you're looking at the hits, runs, and RBIs, man, because that's major, man. That's major key. Let's go over here, and there's some insurmountable numbers that I've seen here. Like this usually comes out at a 1.5, but when I clicked on Longoria, his is sitting at 2.5. Okay, his is sitting at 2.5. Christian Walker's his runs and RBI sitting at 2.5. All right, this is a prop that comes out at 1.5, but they got some guys that's coming out at 2.5. And trust and believe me, when you're dealing with cores, anybody can hit a bomb, okay? And anybody can hit, multiple, you can get multiple, hits, runs, and RBIs. So I'm loving that game. I mean, all those bats, I'm gonna take Christian Walker for a home run. I don't know, man, it's too many. So when it's too many like that, like I said, man, I don't know. Maybe I just stick with the hits, runs, and RBIs. I don't know, man. I'm not taking 2.5. If I take 2.5, I might as well. If I if it's a home run candidate, then I'll take the 2.5. Like Christian Walker and Evan Longoria. Of course, these guys are home run candidates, but I don't know, man. CJ Cron, all these guys are in good spots. I get undecided with course, man. But with that being said, guys, peace out.